Welcome back to It Is What It Is, and we back with another video for y'all. So y'all may or may not know that NowthatsTV is going to be hosting a boxing ring pay-per-view event that's going to be on their network on April 24th. This features some of the cast members on their network and also some randoms. Now what's interesting is Zeus Network actually did this event first, and they had Natalie and Tommie battle it out in the ring along with I think 2 other guys that were in the ring and boxed it out, but I don't think anyone was really interested in that fight. I think everyone really just wanted to see Tommie and Natalie fight. What's even more interesting is that before Zeus had this event, they had a conference that was held in London where they basically talked about the fight and what was going to happen and basically just gave commentary before the actual event. Now Big Legs and Lucky Hustler actually went to this conference before the event happened, and I think Big Legs also went to watch the fight live. Now just a side note, because y'all know I'm gonna give you the extra when I have it, I just found it funny how Big Legs and Lucky Hustler, while they were in this conference event in London, they were posting on Instagram and trying to like put up this image that they were such businesswomen because they went to this Zeus conference event in London around the same time that the baddies from Big Legs Baddies Collection went to the London event that NowthatsTV was hosting, where the Claremont twins were going to be at this club. Everyone was going to be at this club in London and just basically show out for their fans. And Big Legs and Lucky Hustle were like, oh well, we don't have to do that. Well, Big Legs said like she doesn't have to do that. You know, she makes other moves or other independent moves.
I didn't even do Baddies of London for NowthatsTV. Cause you know why? Bitch, I move like that. I can do what the fuck I want to do. Whenever the fuck I want to do it.
Which is what she was talking about, was this conference event. When really, this conference event was public. It wasn't invite only. The baddies could have showed up as a conference event if they wanted to, but they just did their own thing. And also, Big Legs and Lucky Hustler really just sat there, took pictures, probably said hi to Natalie, and kept it pushing. And it's just interesting to me that after Big Legs went to that conference event and the live boxing event that Zeus had, that NowthatsTV would have a boxing match event of their own. Don't get me wrong, I feel like this is a smart idea on their end. I feel like it's a good move, but do I think they launched this event a little too soon? Yes and no. The reason why I don't think they released this event too soon is because there's been so much drama between the girls on NowthatsTV. There has been so many fights that's like, why not let the girls get in the ring and fight it out? So for that reason, I don't mind that they release this event. I think that way it gives the fans what we want, but when you step back and look at the bigger picture of this network, I mean, think about it. Big Legs was just at the conference event for Zeus Network, their boxing ring event. Big Legs represents NowthatsTV to an extent. She's a big face of NowthatsTV. So you have NowthatsTV representation at a Zeus Network conference for a boxing ring event that they're going to have, and then some weeks later down the line, you see, oh, NowthatsTV is having a pay-per-view boxing ring event. Like, what? If I was Zeus Network, I'd think, oh, you guys want to be us. So looking at it from the network's perspective in a professional viewpoint, it looks bad on the network, and I think anyone can see it. Fans can see it, that it looks like you're trying to copy Zeus Network, and it just doesn't look good. And unfortunately, this isn't the only unprofessional thing about this NowthatsTV event. Let's start with the list of people that are going to be fighting. So this is the list that they first released. It recently got switched up because some people got switched out, but it was Big Legs versus Mehgan, Diamond the Body versus Soray, Monty versus Bree, Vanna versus B&H, and Lauren versus Big Maya. Pretty much the list is still the same. The only person that got switched out was Soray. Instead, Diamond's going to be fighting someone by the name of K Goddess. Don't know who that is. Now to start off, I don't know about y'all, but I do not care about the men fighting. I do not care about men's boxing, unless it's UFC. Personally, that's what I like. But if I don't think that it's going to be a good fight, I don't know. You're tuned into NowthatsTV. This network is about drama, so it's like I really only want to see the women fighting unless it's UFC. Even then, men don't care because it's UFC, but I don't want to see the men fighting on NowthatsTV or Zeus Network. I don't care about it. So let's start there. I think NowthatsTV is very unprofessional for this lineup of people that are going to be fighting against each other. The reason why I think that is because with all the drama that's been going on between certain girls on NowthatsTV, I feel like you should have put the girls who are beefing with each other or had the most beef or the most iconic beef together. It just makes sense. It does not make sense, for example, Big Lex to fight Megan. The only altercation that Big Lex and Megan had was when Big Lex was going off on a rant on Instagram Live saying that she was the baddest on Now That's TV, and she runs Now That's TV, basically, and Megan commented under a Now That's TV post that posted Big Lex's live and said, "Who is she talking to?" Big Lex later said that she wasn't talking about Megan, but she did kind of throw in, she did throw in that if she felt like a hit dog, then bark, blah blah blah. It really wasn't nothing. So they really should not be fighting. It's personally not something I'm going to be tuned into. I'm not interested. I don't want to see Megan fight anyone because Megan is just basically a, what do you call it? She's a podcast host on Now That's TV. I don't want to see it. I'm not interested. Big Lex is into it with the girls on Now That's TV more than most of the girls are into it with each other. So it makes sense for her to be fighting, but it's like, we want a good match. We don't want a random, which everyone was saying, oh, we really hope you don't pick a random for Big Lex to fight. Everyone was crossing their fingers, and then Now This TV goes and picks a random to fight Big Lex. And when I really think about it, I wonder if Big Lex chose Megan, because Big Lex could have fought several people, but when she went live and was talking about fighting, she was making little comments like, oh, I don't want to fight this girl because she's too big, when she wasn't really big. Cough, cough, talking about Diamond the body. Diamond just has more muscle on her, but she's not like a big girl as in overweight. And I feel like Big Lex was just making comments like, oh, she's too big, oh, this girl's too this, too that, da-da-da. And I feel like she really was just trying to get out of fighting a girl she really thought was gonna beat her up. I'm not gonna lie. Megan, I'm pretty sure, can put up a decent fight, but I don't know, I just feel like she's the safe option that Big Lex chose. Big Lex had many other girls to pick from to fight. For example, bluefacebarbie, Lauren, Ari, Pink, and bougie Neena. All of these girls have gotten into it with Big Lex as of recent, so it would make sense to pick one of them. I'm really glad that bluefacebarbie did not get picked because she cannot fight. I don't care how many times we gotta train that girl. I do not want to see her in the ring. She cannot fight. Lauren would also be a good match as well as Ari, but I feel like both of them may be a little too short for legs. I don't know. I feel like it would be a good fight, but it's just, I think it's the height thing for me. However, both of them at the same time had a similar falling out in like a huge altercation with Big Lex, so I feel like both of them should have got their rounds with her in the ring, honestly. Even if they both short, either one of them, or they could tag team, they both should have got their lick back. Now, bougie Neena is also, I think, a good candidate, but after seeing her fight her cast members on Zodiac House, it just looks like she cannot fight. Like, I don't know what it is. I was watching her fight like in slow motion. I paused it and it was like running it back. She just fights so weird. She don't fight like really bad, but she just fights kind of weird to me. I don't know, maybe if she got trained a little bit, it would be better, I wouldn't mind seeing her fight. I actually would rather see her fight Big Lex than Megan though. But I think one of my main tops, my main suggestions that I feel like Big Lex should fight, I feel like she should fight Pink. Pink would be a really good candidate. Big Lex Baddies Collection, if y'all watched it, y'all saw Pink was boxing. Y'all know how Pink get down. I really feel like Pink should be in the ring with Big Lex. But something tells me Big Lex is afraid of her. I don't know. I just feel like she's afraid. I know she became a liability. Pink became a liability to Now That's TV, but I feel like she calmed down now. Like, y'all can bring her back. Put her in the ring with Lex. Come on. We trying to see it. Now, when it comes to Diamond the Body, I really feel like Diamond should fight Michelle again. Now, I feel like Michelle was so angry at Diamond the Body over, her. She kept saying, oh, you didn't win that match, or you didn't win this. I feel like the first round of fighting that they had on Deja Vu, Michelle was holding her own, but I also felt like Diamond was holding her own. Diamond was also drunk and sleeping on water, but I feel like if she wasn't, she really would have beat Michelle up. I think Michelle is also a good fighter too. I just feel like they should go again in the ring. And I wouldn't mind seeing Diamond fight Big Lex. I would rather see that than Big Lex fight Megan. But I feel like the reason why, and I feel like Diamond will be all for fighting Lex, but I just know Lex is scared. Like, it's just, she started stuttering and everything when she was talking about Diamond the Body and them fighting in the ring, yeah, I know Lex is scared. Now, I personally do not care that So Ray got knocked off the list. It's not that I don't like her, I just do not care to see her fight. And then she tried to say in the comments when the list got sorted out and she wasn't fighting Diamond anymore, she tried to say that Diamond was scared, but it's like, girl, no, you're scared, because why are you not fighting anymore? Diamond's still on the list. She's fighting someone else, so what do you mean she's scared? It's not adding up. Now, when it comes to Monty and Bree fighting, I personally did not care for Monty and Bree on their seasons from their shows on Now That's TV. I did not care for it. I just don't care for that fight personally. Banna and B&H, I just told y'all, don't care about that. Lauren and Big Maya, I don't know if that's how you say her name, but Lauren, I think it'd be interesting to see her fight, but I don't think I'm too hyped up about it really. Like, there's no substance behind any of these fights that are going on. Apparently, Now That's TV is still adding people to the list of fighters, which I think is unprofessional, because it's like, if you had your list ready, you should have added everyone up and just posted the list. Like, solidify the list and just drop it. Don't change anything. Don't take people off. Like, make sure everyone that y'all put on the list is ready to go and won't change things up. And then Now That's TV is a network about drama, fights, basically messy stuff pretty much. When you have a fighting event, no one really wants to see that anyway. Let alone a bunch of fights that no one wants to watch because there's no substance, there's no hype. We don't want to see people fight who haven't been beefing with each other. Like, it would be a better move if y'all would have picked the right people. Because this is terrible. I'm not going to be paying for this. I know a lot of other people are not going to be paying for this. They should have let the people vote or something. I don't know, y'all. But that's about it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. If y'all think that, they should have switched it up, just let me know. And until next time, y'all.